What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que miente. Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well and all the passport ready, a passport getting ready. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for you, living in Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I say it so much, it just slides out and gets to going crazy sometime, like we in one of those tapones in traffic here in Santo Domingo. Bumping all in the back of people and stuff. So, today, when you see the smile on my face, you already know what time it is. You hear this beautiful lady of mine is here, and woo, it just feels better, I'm telling you. Miss Pro for you.
Saludos a todos. Hello.
So how you doing today, Miss Pro?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking me, amor.
You are looking swell today.
I'm swell today.
Come on, se dice swell in Espanol.
Se dice suel.
Swell. Looking swell. Woo! So we got a good one for you today. We're going to be talking about 5 different reasons you still moving too fast. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get right to it. What's the first one, Miss Pro, for you?
Número uno, you are looking for a wife.
So this is what afflicts all of us relationship brothers. You know what I mean? We get here with a purpose. We're going to find us a wife. We're going to, we standing down, we not getting involved, we not getting lost in the sauce. We're looking for a wife. Do not come here looking for a wife. Know that you want a wife. Know that you plan on finding one, but don't come here looking for one. If you do, you're moving too fast. Most of y'all, if not all of y'all, when you get here, you coming out the decompression chamber. You got to decompress. You understand? And who knows, you may find a little old phase going on. Yeah, we ain't mentioned that in a minute. But you got to slow down because, say a couple of you get to seeing these beautiful, like walking around here, you know what I'm saying? Like I did. And next thing you know, but the thing is, you want a relationship. It's going to take a minute. The main thing I was talking about just now was the decompression chamber, and that's a serious thing. You get here and you need time to unwind. You need time to find out what's going on. You need time to kind of just level out. You know what I mean? Time is on your side. We can't say that enough. Time is on your side. Think of it like this. You get here and you're like, we on the clock, but you're like on the microwave clock. Think about how the microwave clock goes. The microwave clock counts down. You see what I mean? So you get here and you're like on microwave time and it's counting down like, it's counting down like you need to hurry up. You don't need to hurry up. There's nothing time can do but help you. You know what I mean? Because you think about it, we have an anniversary coming this week, right?
We do.
That's not microwave time. You see, that time is counting up. You see what I'm saying? We don't like calendar time. So this thing that about trying to rush and being urgent about it, it's good to know what you want to do and it's good to understand, where you want to go in the future. Mm-hmm. But take your time. You know what I mean? Don't come, a wife, she's not going nowhere, and once you meet one that you think is a possibility, take some more time. So beautiful lady mine, you have anything to add to that?
I do, mi amor.
And by the way, happy anniversary to us. We let it slip out the bag. You know what I mean? I just said something about it. Happy anniversary to us. It's coming this week.
Mm-hmm. So, relationships in America are going through something now. Mm. That situation is not the same here. We don't have that sense of urgency, right? So for us, we're still moving slow, you know? And I guess when you come to the country and you're so fast about it, maybe the young lady that you're with might think something is suspicious, because she's like, well, why is he moving so, what's going on?
Right.
You know, because we don't understand the situation in the
that
US.
causes that urgency to want to hurry up and, you know, just so happy and determined, like I finally, you know, found something I'm looking for, and, you know, all of that. So,
She may not understand that. So take that into consideration and maybe slow down a little.
Slow down a little bit, then slow down after that. So, beautiful lady of mine, what's number 2? We got love. We got love for the homies that be rolling with us. Shout out to the supporters of the channel.
Shout out.
As usual.
Yes.
We got the brothers that's keeping us floating. We love y'all. Kwame NYC.
Saludos, señor Kwame.
Kwame, baby. We appreciate you.
Gracias, señor.
You know who we got next?
Who?
Clizat Bizat.
El señor Clapback. Gracias.
Hey, senor, what she said. Clap back. Who else we got? We got Brother B.
El hermano
The OG.
Hermano B. Gracias.
Brother Busy.
Hermano B.
We appreciate you.
Gracias, señor.
Who's next? This is one of the new homies as well. Antonio Denmark.
El señor Antonio
AD.
Denmark. Gracias, señor.
And this brother right here, this is the OG and supporter of the supporters of the channel Victory. Victory keep us rizzy.
Thank you, señor.
We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you. We got love.
We got love for the homies that be rolling with us. Back to the video.
Number 2. You're invested before she is invested in the relationship.
Exacto. Again, coming in hot, you know, you ready to change your life. You know, you ready to hit her with the super chats, you know, get that membership subscription. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and the thing is, you feel like, well, you know, it ain't that much. You know, it's not that much. But gotta think about, like, sometimes we have a reputation for doing that. If we have a reputation for doing that, guess what? That means it's not special. You know, it's almost like, you know, let me try to hit this lick, you know what I'm saying? Or let me try to see what's up. I heard the Americanos be, you know, breaking that, you know what I'm saying, breaking that bread. You don't want to you don't want to get put in that basket. You know, and we're talking about coming in hot. Take your time. You know what I mean? Give her a chance to show you how much she, you know, how much she likes you. Because remember what I always tell you, bro, we're doing a lot just to get here. You know what I mean? We're making sacrifices. You know, we're making sacrifices on the calendar because some of us are taking vacation time and we coming here. You know what I mean? We getting here how we get here, but we making it happen.
Yeah.
And like I told you, we making it happen more than some Dominicans that come here. You know, we trying to get here. We are getting here. So again, about the investing part, you know what I mean? And that means just take your time. It's no need to hurry up and give her something, because the only thing that can happen with that is something go wrong. You got time to give her things. You know what I mean? You got time to see who she is, but you know, just take your time with it. And think about this, beautiful lady of mine. You might think like, when a guy comes on strong in the beginning and then he just starts raining things on you, how does that feel? Does that feel like genuine? You know,
No.
it comes off a certain way, right?
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, who does he think I am?
Yeah.
It can be questionable.
Yeah. And we're talking about, you know, a good woman, you know, somebody who's good. It can never come off right. We remember growing up, if you ever had a grandmother telling some of your sisters or cousins and stuff, why is that man giving you all that stuff? It never came off right, you know, when you would hear him talking about it back in the days, and now it's still back in the days.
I wasn't allowed to bring home any little gifts or teddy bears or chocolates or no. That wasn't allowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she knows that things have to take time to unfold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying don't come with, you know, she's grown now, so I was able to come with a couple gifts here and there, you know, show up with, you know, a little something, you know. But I'm coming to get my gift, you know. I'm going to get my gift. But look, just take your time. You don't want to come off as a weirdo. You don't want to come off as somebody that is moving too fast because they heard gringos be doing that. It's easy. The thing you don't think puts you in a box can easily put you in a box that you didn't plan on it. Like you're really being genuine though, because you know a lot of things that you can get for them that they can't get here. It may, you know, you may be doing it just from the kindness of your heart, but don't make it rain.
Yeah, rain.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, slow that thing down and let it, you know, let it happen. You know what I mean? You know when it's time to get her some things. And like I say, I'm not saying don't come with nothing, but you know, don't get the membership subscription so fast. So, beautiful lady mine, what do you think about that?
Well, I agree with what you said, and you said something real important too. We were talking about how you're invested before she's invested, and you have to make sure that she's invested too. Yes. And then when you say invested, that doesn't mean money.
It doesn't have to be cash.
Yeah,
like
that doesn't mean like if you know, put this much money, then she's going to put this much money. Exactly. That's not what that means. And economically, it's probably never going to work out good that way anyway, realistically. But like that maybe you require that she do something to show that she's involved and thinking long term in the relationship too. Like it's important to her. Like I can give you a little bit of an example. My husband, he's always been an entrepreneur and he's always had many businesses. And one of the businesses required that I have like an online presence to promote the products that he was selling. I didn't know anything about, you know, being online. He's in the States and I'm over here and he's, you know, making me use all the equipment and guiding me on how to do this. This was the birth of Miss Pro for you. And I didn't know, but I mean, I learned, but because it was important to him and it was important to the business and it was important to the relationship and us. Well, okay, let's go. Yep. So that's a way.
That's a way she could invest.
That's a way that the young lady that you're speaking to can invest in your relationship. I mean, there's a lot of other ways, but that's just a lot of ways.
We're just speaking about like us. You know, this kind of has something to do about even the last video we did about, you know, requiring something of her so you understand that she's willing to sacrifice for the relationship is just like you are. And, you know, that's since, I mean, they're not going to be cashing you out like that. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it's up to you to come up with some kind of way that, you know, it's not like you're trying to, you're not trying to vet her with that. Like you're trying to see if she's going to do it, but you are still trying to see because this is not something, this is not a test like that because the thing that I needed her to do was important. You know, it wasn't like, I'm going to see if she does this, you know, and then if she does this like that, it's like, nah, you know, I needed her to do it. Now, she could have not done it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like everything was hinging on that, but it was something that she could invest in that was going to help us. And she was willing to do it, even though she wasn't even really comfortable with that at first.
No.
You know? Yeah. She wasn't really comfortable with being in the face like that.
I'm very private and quiet. And I never thought in a million years that I would, you know, but
be doing
here
this.
We are.
Yep.
Here we are.
That led to this. So, you know, that's how things work, you know, when you do it the right way. So, anything else?
Yeah, I was going to say one little thing. Good girls want to help you. They always want to help.
Right.
You know, I'm sure that if there's something that you're doing and you're talking to her about it, she's always going to offer a suggestion. She's always going to offer to help you with something. She's always going to want to. So it shouldn't be that hard to see that.
No, it shouldn't
even
be.
with little things.
Yeah.
You know,
you know, think of something.
Yeah.
You know, come up with something that, you know, and if you can both, it's something you both can do together, just, you know, because it helps the relationship. You know, it helps the relationship. And again, what we've mentioned before is that once she starts investing in it, now she has some attachment. You know, if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Well, you take it how you want to take it. But we're just talking about the positive side of it. You know, what happens. And so.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's a no. That just means maybe go slower.
Yeah, go slower.
Yeah.
But just, you know, don't move so fast that you're getting past her on the investments. Like you said, you're not going to match dollar for dollar, but take your time. Yeah. Take your time with making it rain. You know, let her rain on you a little bit.
This is going well. Let me look at my number 3, please. Number 3.
Ooh, we moving through this. This is going to be a short video. So, guess what we going to say this time? We always say we forget this is not the end. Like and subscribe. It feels like it's the end of the video, doesn't it?
Like the video is ending. That was weird.
Doesn't even feel right.
That was strange.
Yeah. So, beautiful lady of mine, number 3.
Número 3. Your feelings are going to be hurt if it doesn't work out.
This is a good one. You're moving too fast if your feelings are hurt when it doesn't work out. Let me add some context to that. If you hate all the women in that country because it didn't work out, you know, you're moving too fast. You know, that's like, you hear that a lot. You have one relationship or 2 relationships that didn't work out, which is relatively normal. 2 relationships don't work out, you know, that's one step closer, and those 2 relationships weren't supposed to work out. You know, but if you all of a sudden, all the Dominican women are like this, or all the Colombian women are like that, all the Filipino women, you know, that means you're moving faster than your emotions can handle. And you crashed while your emotions were still in too deep. You know, your heart's broken and you run straight to the echo chamber to let all of us know how all the Dominican women are. Yeah, you got to get to the space where all the bros are, you know, the heartbroken bros.
Heartbroken bros?
Yeah. They're going to tell you about how they're going to tell you all the sad songs and how all the Dominican women are bad. Yeah, because they need comfort. So if that happens, you're moving too fast. You know, it's okay to be, if angry is your thing, if sad is your thing, when, you know, whatever you use to get through it, look, be mad at her, you know, but let me give you something that, because that's not going to help anything either. You know, why you going to be mad at somebody that showed you they wasn't right for you? What you need to be, something you can redirect it to is just be mad that your plans got changed a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Your plans got put off a little bit because now you're not doing it with her. You're going to do it with somebody else. Mm. And that keeps you from getting caught up in all the women are like this or all the women are like that. You know, forget all the women, you know, everywhere. What you going to do? You don't like no women no more?
Ever?
I mean, we ain't got nothing against y'all don't like women no more. That, I mean, you know, but, you know, we ain't discriminating. But all I'm saying is, yeah. But all I'm saying is, look, you can redirect it. You know, you can redirect your energy toward, you know, it may, look, everybody's different. It may affect you differently, but I'm just giving you a solution to redirecting your anger or your sadness. Just be like, dang, I got to redo my plans now. That's about it, because all she did is show you that she wasn't the one.
Yeah.
Now, if you the one wasn't the one, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just, it happens, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just telling you got some other things to work on. You know, don't be over there with the heartbroken bros with you the one breaking your own heart.
Heartbroken bros. I like that.
Man, they be talking crazy, man. These are heartbroken bros, man. You gotta let them vent. So, what you got for that, beautiful lady of mine?
My husband always says something about relationships that's 100% true, and we always forget that every relationship is the wrong relationship until it's the right relationship. And people forget that dating and being in a relationship is, you're supposed to meet different people. Yeah. You're supposed to try it out. And if it doesn't work, you try again. And if it doesn't work, you try again. You're supposed to keep trying. It's not always going to work. And every time you try, you gain an experience. You learn some things. You grow, and you keep it going.
Moving. Yeah, you know not to do that again.
Stop.
You know, you go. You know, you be yourself, and exactly, that was a good one right there.
Yeah, well, I got it from you, so that's why it's a good one. I got it from my husband. But yeah, he's always said that, and it's so simple, and it makes so much sense that people think, oh, this went bad, so they're all this way. No, that person just wasn't the right person for you, for where you're at in your situation. She's out there. Keep going. That's it.
Yep. That's a good one too. Yeah. So we giving you this game right here, man. You dropping gems on them.
I have gems that I'm dropping.
You dropping gems.
I am dropping a gem.
You dropping them Jimmy Titos.
Oh. Whatever it is that they are, I am dropping them, and I'm okay with that. I'm ready. Oh, wait, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. I felt like I had some sweat, but
it kind of went away.
Yeah, it dried up.
Yeah, that means the air is doing something.
Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Ooh, we moving through this thing.
We are.
We moving through. So, number 4.
She seems to still be in a phase that you are not in, and it's bothering you.
You're moving too fast when that happens. Mm-hmm. You know, when you look again, remember I said you in the decompression chamber when you get here, you know, but you leave here and you get back in the cooker, and you over there, and you might be in monk mode over there. You know what I'm saying? You up in the crib just chilling, like, you know, thinking about, you know, the everything that's happening that's positive and things that's happening over here. You know, you rearranging things to get back here as fast as you can. And she going out. And you like, she's still going out. Or she's still, you know, going to hang with her friends and stuff. I understand it could bother you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a legitimate thing that can bother you, but you have to understand that she's in a different place than you when you first get started. She's not going back to somewhere where I don't want to say you're not happy with, but you're unhappy about the state of affairs sometimes, mm-hmm. or you may not be unhappy about the state of affairs, but you're just not interested anymore like that. Because that tends to happen when we start traveling to other places. We're just really not interested in hanging like that in the States. and she's still comfortable. She's enjoying the place that you enjoy too. You know what I mean? When you get there, you ready to enjoy yourself, but just understand that it's going to take a while in your relationship for you guys to finally, hit that same place where now you're moving forward at the same time in the same levels, because you ain't start off on the same level like that. So be patient. Now, you still, you see some things you don't like. Now she going out and she ain't came back in. You ain't seen her again till 2:00 the next day or something or whatever. Now, you got some legitimate, that's a little legitimate gripe. But I mean, just the way she's living, when you first meet her, give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time to kick in like that. And I'm not saying for her to be doing all this other stuff, because she's doing all this other stuff. You shouldn't be with her anyway. Mm-hmm. But as far as you guys being at the same understanding and being at the same level, there's a good chance that, just like we said, it's about moving too fast. You're at a more intense level than she is. Mm-hmm. Let it unfold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What he was saying about levels, completely right. A relationship starts here, and then you get to know each other more, and then you start here, and you know each other more, and you start here. And the more you know each other and you start liking each other, the more time you want to spend with each other. Mm-hmm. And then the less time you want to spend with other people. Mm-hmm. And now when you are with each other, you want to be with each other and with other people, as opposed to you just being with other people. And like, what I'm saying is, like he was saying, that there's levels, mm-hmm. And there's no guru, rule book, guide, ChatGPT tutorial that's going to tell you exactly how long each level is going to take to get to. No. But it's up to you to be observant and see, well, I'm over here and she's over here, and maybe I need to modify my expectations because I'm moving a little, because she's a good girl. She's not doing anything wrong. Mm-hmm. We just don't happen to be at the same level, and maybe I might need to modify that a little bit.
And that's good. That's the key thing, that we're not talking about she's doing something wrong.
No.
We're just talking about you a little antsy because she's not, on the same level that you are, mm-hmm. as far as where you're trying to go with it yet.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different level of maturity. Everybody has a different perspective. And it's just like she said that, they may not be when they're moving forward in the relationship, it may not be as intense as you are moving forward in the relationship. Mm-hmm. You so happy to be done with what you were dealing with. She's just casually moving on into it.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you can enjoy every level.
Yep.
No need to skip the good stuff.
Take your time.
It's all good stuff. Enjoy every level.
Yep. It all counts. Mm-hmm. It all counts. You'll get there.
Yeah.
But don't try to rush there. There's no need to rush. Time is on your side. Like I said, you counting up. You're not counting down. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the journey and just take your time and go, because, where's anything going? Mm-hmm. Nowhere. If it is going somewhere, sayonara. You know what I'm saying? Number 5. Ooh, we there.
You are not giving her enough time to take you seriously.
Not giving her enough time. Remember, the what this is about is moving too fast. And so you want her to take you seriously, but sometimes you want her to take you seriously by doing serious things. That doesn't always work like that. A lot of times you might think giving her things is making her take you seriously. You might think talking about plans for the future is making her take you seriously. Talking about plans for the future is a good sign, mm-hmm. but that's setting up for her to take you seriously. Because you'll say some things, and then she'll see you walk into those things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then she's like, oh, he did talk about that.
Uh-huh.
Or he did say that. And you see how that takes time? That's what we talk about. That's why we've mentioned about talking all the time. See, me, I like talking all the time, because I'm going to say what I'm going to do. And then, because I'm going to enjoy, when I get to that point to show that I did what I said I was going to do. Uh-huh. I take pride in that. So you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing by, just enjoy getting to know each other. And then her taking you seriously will come as she begins to see you walk what you're talking, not by any other thing like getting her things or, any of the superficial things. Mm-hmm. Anybody can do that. Mm-hmm. You understand? And so, there are guys who ain't nothing, who can do way more than you can do when it comes to things. So what does that mean? It means nothing. So take the time to establish yourself, but give her time to recognize it, because that's something you can't control. You can't control how long it takes her to process what she's seeing when she sees you. When she sees you talking about who you are versus the time that comes for you to be showing her how you are. So beautiful lady Mile, you got anything to add to that?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to add to what you were already saying. Your woman is going to take you seriously and really respect you when she sees you do what you say you're going to do. When she sees how you react in situations, when she sees, just how you, I guess, move as a man. And that takes time for someone to see. Yep. Situations happen over time, and how you handle situations over time is what will help your woman look at you the way you want her to see you as a man. And that takes a little bit of time to do. So, I know you want to rush it and you want to just go all in and you want to, and that's, I understand the enthusiasm. It's but there are things that have to take time, and and building that strong bond takes time.
It does. And here's the thing that she made me think of when she was saying that. Her taking you serious doesn't always involve, it isn't always you showing her something that you had to show her. Sometimes she might see you go through something and see how you handled it that doesn't even have anything to do with her. She may see how we've talked about, we've mentioned in other videos when we were talking about red flags of watching how she deals with other people. Well, she'll also see how you're dealing with other things. And, a lot of time is spent on video chat, but she's going to see how you handle things when you tell her about something you're going through. And then she sees how you're handling it. She'll see and she'll be able to recognize it, but again, everybody's understanding moves at a different speed.
Right.
So you just want to be aware that when you feel like she should be taking you serious, may not line up with when she's actually taking you serious, because you just don't know how long it's going to take her and what she's looking at and how she processes things. Right. So this got to be one of our fastest videos ever. But we hope it was packed with helpful information for you. We don't just want to come in and get up out of here. We always giving you what we got on any of the topics we bring you. We enjoy bringing it to you. We happy when you guys enjoy watching it.
And we love the comments.
We love the comments. Give us some ideas. If you have any videos, ideas, any topics you would like us to speak about, put in the comments section. Also remember, we do consultations. If you need any one-on-one, like with just me, like we're gonna talk some man stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta chop it up like the fellas do about some of these things going on. I'm here. If you just want in general conversation, you want to talk to us just about long distance relationships or anything like that, holla at us. We here for you. We had this information. Our information is your information. So, it just didn't feel right when we said it. We've been trying so long to say like and subscribe earlier, but you know what? It feels good right now. Like and subscribe.
See, that sounded natural.
Passports.
That sounded natural.
It did.
Okay.
We've been doing it like that so long, trying to do it at the other time. It's just, I don't know. We're not ready for that yet. See, it takes time for us to take that mid-video Love, Purpose, and Passports, like and subscribe seriously. You see what I mean? It's going to take us a minute. Give us time to take that seriously. We're going to get there. Peace.